Hi, my name is Priscilla Aguilar. I'm a senior here at Westfield State University, and I'm doing an interview for my EGST Capstone presentation that's about undocumented immigrants. Hi, thank you for joining me today. What's your name?
My name is Rafael.
How old are you?
I am 55 years old.
What country were you born in?
I was born in El Salvador.
So I know that El Salvador was going through a civil war. Around the time that you were growing up, how was your life before the war?
Good. I was raised in a poor neighborhood, but it didn't matter. I mean, I have friends, sports, and school. That's all I care about.
What kind of sports did you play?
Basketball and soccer.
Was basketball or soccer, either one of those, a really big point in your life?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Um, why did you come to the United States?
Well, I didn't plan to come. Um, it wasn't my intention to come here. I wanted to stay in my country and all my life. I came here because when I was senior in high school, one of my brothers was kidnapped, tortured, and killed. That was because my other brother, we all three look alike, and my oldest brother was in an organization against the government. He was the brain and the recruiter in my neighborhood and around the areas. So unfortunately, like, they killed my other brother. I mean, like one of my brothers. So after that, my brother went into hiding, and the next morning, my parents decided that the rest had to split. So my other brother and I went to live in the suburbs with a friend. You know, rich people, so government officials never go there to look for people against the government.
How long did you stay in the suburbs? Did you ever return back to your neighborhood?
No, I never did. I stayed in the suburbs for 3 or 4 years. I stopped going to school after my brother was killed. A few months later, I started going to school, but I had to change my regular habits. You know, I always had to watch my back. Every day was different. When I take the bus, where I was going to, I always go different ways, different paths, different streets. Um, that squad was calling my house, threatening my family. Uh, it was horrible. I mean,
With the death squad calling your family and everything that was going on, did your parents or your mom have anything to tell you or advice?
the only thing I remember was that she asked me for a favor. She said, every day, if you see dead bodies, just go and check it out and see if one of them is your brother or not, please. So I promised my mom I'd do that, even though I didn't want to. And it was tough. I saw so many bodies mutilated, shots hanging from the trees. I mean, I lost count.
You said that you did go back to school. So, did anything happen at school, or are there any stories that you can talk about, or your classmates and friends?
Yes. Um, I noticed when I went back to high school, uh, every week one of my friends was missing, and the next morning we knew he was killed or kidnapped. So at the end of the year, about 40, 60 of my friends were gone. I never know what happened to them.
Um, I'm sorry about your friends and your classmates. Is there anything else that happened at your school? Did the government officials ever go there, or?
Yeah, yes. In my school, there were organizations against the government. So in about 2 or 3 occasions, they came inside to look for them, and they were shootouts inside my school. You know, I had to hide, run, anything to stay alive. I remember in one occasion, They were shooting from one street to the other one, to the in front, and my friend, my girl, and I went out the street in the back of the street, and they were shooting at each other, and there was no place to go. But out of all nowhere, a taxi was driven by. We tried to stop him, and he did. And he opened the door, and we just jumped in the back of the taxi, and he flew away.
Given the circumstances of the situation, would you say that you were lucky for that taxi driver to stop? Like, do you think he would have stopped?
I don't think anybody will stop in the middle of a shootout. I mean, we were lucky.
So since you talk about how your fear and the safety was one of the main reasons that you were kind of forced out of your country, can you talk about your journey into the United States?
Yeah, I came because after a few years, the government knew that people against them was hiding in the suburbs with rich people. So there was no place for me to hide. So because I wasn't against anybody, I decided to leave the country to the United States. So on the way here, I had to pass Guatemala, Mexico, and it wasn't easy. I mean, we were robbed twice. I mean, they kick our back sometimes. I mean, it was tough. No eating, no sleeping. Took like 7, 12 days to get here.
Did you come by foot, by car, by plane?
Well, by bus, by train, and we crossed the border by car. But they decided to, because there was an immigration officer ahead, they decided that we should take a plane.
Mm-hmm.
So we bought the tickets. We were sitting down waiting for the plane, and suddenly two guys, one here, one in front of me, asked us for the papers, and we went like this. We had no English, so nothing, and they took us to a van.
Where did you end up going after they took you?
Uh, we went to the immigration jail. I spent there 4 weeks. It wasn't easy. I had to watch my bag again because there were people from everywhere. I mean, you name it, everywhere. So what I decided to do was, after a week being there, I knew that if you work in the kitchen for $1, you're safe and you can eat whatever you want. So that's what I did.
You said you could eat whatever you want. So, if you didn't work in the kitchen, what would you have ended up eating, or did they feed you the same stuff, or?
They give you the same stuff. That's why I don't eat mashed potatoes and boiled eggs. I don't eat that.
Because that's all they fed you guys.
Yes, and my mind is there when I eat those, and I said no more. I mean, no more mashed potatoes or eggs.
How did you end up getting out of the detention center?
Well, one of my friends visited me, and he told me that friends from my neighborhood and him, they're gonna collect some money to bail me out. And after 4 weeks, they did.
Once you were bailed out, what did you end up doing? Where did you go? What did you do?
Well, one of my friends asked their parents to if I can live with them in the garage. So they said it was okay. So I started looking for a job, went to school to learn English, and pretty much the same job, school, learn English, garage for a few years.
Where was this friend's house located in?
It was in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, so that's where you went when you first got here. After all these years and after everything that you went through with coming here, passing through Guatemala, Mexico, the detention center, at the end of the day and after all these years, would you say that that trip was still worth it?
Yes, it is. It is because over here I don't need to watch my back. Uh, I can work. I mean, I can go places in here. I have friends. I can play basketball. I have a wife and family. I have kids.
If you had one thing that you could tell a natural born U.S. citizen, what would it be like if you had a message for them?
Well, it would be like appreciate every single thing you have. Uh, Live every day like it's your last day, and be surrounded by friends, love, family, because that's all you need in this life.
Thank you very much for sharing your story and meeting with me today.
You're welcome.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
Land of opportunity, freedom, and equality. I'm just trying to be free, they want to bottle me. We're all victims to the immigration policy. We need change, you can save the apology. We need help in Arizona calls. Things won't improve with the Arizona law. Give us the strength to battle through it all. Cause when we're strong, that's when paranoia falls. Rich get rich, the poor get poor. And greed for the money is the root of it all. At the same time, they control us with fear. It seems that nobody cares. Yo, the rich get rich and the poor get poor.